Good afternoon, guys. It is 1:30, I believe. It is hot today. It is I don't even know how hot it is right now. But today is Friday. It's a good day. I made a late breakfast because I ended up sleeping in when I shouldn't have. So today is payday. Is it payday? It's payday. Yeah, you guys are just happy because I'm gonna buy y'all treats today. Ow, yes. So today it's not just Friday. Fridays are like my cleaning days, so it's hot. I don't know why I decided to wear sweats today. I'm wearing literally I'm still in some of my PJs, so I'm wearing my UTEP shirt. I am wearing my jogger warm-ups, which I don't understand why I am wearing those. I turned off the air earlier today because it was getting a little chilly in this house. And then it got hot really, really quickly. So I decided to just put on the pump and we're gonna turn on the air. So as you can tell, I'm still like dead sleepy. So just sit this thing down. Ooh, that lighting. Ow, my God. Okay, I can see like that. Okay. So I did dishes because I didn't put in a tablet today. So yes, it's a cleaning day. So I have to go pick up my check later on today. I'm gonna clean tonight. I'm gonna do my nails tonight because my nails need it. Like, as you can tell, like my nails are all like really, really bad. I feel like I'm having asthma attack. So as you can tell, I'm probably just gonna keep my hair in a messing bench today because it's gonna be about 107 degrees today. As you can tell, I'm already panting. It's so hot. So yes. So last week I did my first vlog. So today is just gonna be kind of like I said, it's gonna be a cleaning day. It's gonna be a chill day. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna. And what are you doing? Come here, you. 127. Come here, baby girl. Come here. Ugh. Okay, so this is Rose. She's my little girl. Yeah, you're my spoiled brat. Say hi. Hi. So yes. So today, maybe I'll give you guys a bath tonight maybe, I don't know. I'll give you a bath, give your sister a bath, and this girl. You wanna get down? Okay, get down. So, for breakfast today, I made eggs with some cheese and a little bit of a mixture between ketchup and some hot sauce. I don't know, I think I used up like the hot sauce. So, yeah, and that should keep me full until I think about 3 or 4. And I'm still full. So, like I said, I get paid today, so I'm gonna see, and I can go buy me that shelf that I've been wanting from Walmart, and I can start reorganizing my room on that because this little shelf that I have, I'm gonna stick out into. Oh God, I can't talk today. I'm gonna stick that in my bathroom, switch out my hampers. That one that's in my room is gonna go into my bathroom. The one in my bathroom is gonna go into my room. So yes, today is gonna be a very productive day. So yes, I might do a part 2 and I might do a part 3. Who knows? Anyways, and then I will show you, because it's Friday, I'll show you guys my nighttime routine and everything like that. So yes, today's a busy day. So yes, and I have this. I'm gonna turn on the air. Give me a second. Turn on the air. Turn on the air. So we're gonna do right now. Since I'm in the kitchen right now, because I know my mom is. If you don't. Okay, so let me give you a rundown. If you don't live in some type of a Mexican or your Hispanic household, then you don't know how Mexican/Hispanic moms can actually be. And my mom is no exception. She always gets upset if the dishes are not done, if the kitchen looks a mess. So, oh my God, excuse me. So, I'm going to pick up the kitchen, kind of pick up the living room, and then I should be done by about 2:30. No, I should be done by like 2, if I don't take that long. So yes, that is it. That's my day. My little girl over there staring at me. So if you guys don't follow me on so I'm gonna do dishes while I'm talking to you because I feel like I should. So yes, as you can, well, you guys can't see, but if you guys were to, you would see my, it's not messy, but let me show you. So it's not messy, that messy, so I need to clean the I didn't realize the butter was still out. Oh God, let me see how this looks. Okay, I'm saved. Okay, so as I was saying, Jesus, I need to clean out this fridge. Maybe I should clean out my fridge too. This fridge, well, it's technically my fridge, but it's not my fridge at the same time. I got it as like a early birthday / Christmas gift for my mother. So, yes. So I'm gonna get some water, some H2O. I need some water because I'm gonna die if I don't drink anything water. Got my nice tall glass. Literally, I used to have a mason jar where I would just put ice and drink water. But my mother has not. Oh, I spilled water on myself. My mother has now taken that and is using that as, get this, a cotton ball holder. Don't you just love that feeling when you, it's so hot? Excuse me, it's so hot, and then you drink water, and all of a sudden it goes down into your system, and it cools down the insides. Oh. I think our neighbors are home. But now they're starting for a different time. So anyway, like I said, I'm just gonna tackle this stuff in here. We're gonna keep life going in this while I talk to you all. And so yes, I'm gonna put the dishes that need to be put away that are from the dishwasher, and then over here clean the dishes, or not clean them because really there's not much to clean. Maybe I'll just wash them by hand. Decisions. I don't know, because I feel like if I wash it by hand, it's going to take longer. I should really shut up and just get to work. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, so. Do these dishes. And people always ask me, what is your secret to drinking water? It's there's no... A lot of people ask me, because I'm, really a water drinker. Does that come out wrong? A water drinker? I've never heard of someone saying they're water drinkers. So, I'm a big, not health nut, because if I was a big health nut, then I would be eating veggies all the time. I don't. And I will actually show you all. It shouldn't really be doing this, but I will show you. I make really good pinto beans. My beans are the best. Others in my family may say no, mine are the best. No, girlie. Mine are the best. And I'm not telling you what I use because that would give away my secret. So yes, I want to buy pinto beans and just make do chicken, salad, and beans. Decisions. I probably might do that. I don't know why, but lately I've been craving like, I should stand right here. I've been craving like healthy stuff, so I've been craving like salads and beans and all that. So I've yet to figure out why I've been craving that. But yes, I have. And it's really, really odd because I never crave like salads or beans or anything like that. But I think it was because I went to the mall the other day with my mom and I got like this combo at like one of the pizza places there. And it was like you get a slice of pizza, you get a salad, and then you get a drink. And I was hoping they'd have like raspberry tea. Like if you don't like my friends that watch me that hopefully are watching this, y'all don't know I am like a huge like raspberry tea fan. Like other than water, like I'll drink raspberry tea for life. Can you tell I'm a huge water drinker too? Actually almost done. It's like I always look at I hear halfway finished. I always think of that scene from Nemo where they're in Finding Nemo, where they're in like the whales, like not, I guess you can say like his stomach or like his mouth or something like that, and they're arguing about if it's half empty or half full. I feel like that's me sometimes where I'm with like friends and like it's half full and they're like it's half empty. I'm like no, it's half full. And we have like this big ass argument. Rose. Oh, there you are. Okay, go back to what you were doing. I just wanted to know where you were. Because these two are very mischievous. Mischievous. No, I'm doing dishes. Go lay down. So yes. I want to give you guys a little more insight into my life because I know I didn't say a lot when I was doing my last vlog, but what was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was saying. You see, I have a mind blank. I'm losing my mind. Oh yes, this is what I was gonna say. A lot of my friends know this, but I don't know if any of others know this or not. I just hit the counter for no reason at all. But I curse like a freaking sailor. And I think it's because I was gonna go into the Navy. But then I didn't. Another thing is I have a lot of people, not a lot, who when I say this, they kind of ask me, you know, especially like my family, because I was my ex for about 2 months. And a lot of my family, because now they know we're not together, or maybe they do, maybe they don't, I don't know. They ask me a lot of times what happened between us. And I always play out scenarios and like, oh, I can lie to my family and say he did something terrible, like cheat on me, but that wasn't the case. I think it's that, and we had this conversation right when we broke up. It wasn't a fight, it wasn't an argument, it was just a conversation where I do feel like he was with someone, but I'm not going to judge because I don't know. But I think because we rushed into the relationship, because here's the thing. We were only talking for about a couple weeks, and then literally I think he says that I'm the one that jumped into the relationship, but I know he was the one because about like a couple weeks, like maybe about 2 weeks or 3 weeks after, like maybe even a month, we weren't even dating that long. We were just really talking. We had never gone on a date. The only thing that we ever had done together before he had asked me is I went to the park and I met his daughter. But that was it. And I want to say that it was his fault. And I know he wants to say it's my fault. But I think equally it was just totally our fault. Because we rushed into the relationship really quickly. And I feel like that's kind of what made us drift. So I think that too, and I think a lot has to do with, I felt like because we didn't date, we weren't dating, we were just literally talking for a couple of weeks, and then he asked me, so because that was my first relationship. I know it's very weird, that's my first relationship, but it's true, that was my first relationship. And I think at that time I was just needing for that comfort because I hadn't gotten it from my dad. Because if you guys, no one really knows is that my dad, even though he was around, he wasn't really around. And I miss that male, just the feeling of that. And I think that's kind of what made us drift. So, yes. And sometimes I do. I remember that night that we broke up. And I asked him, I said, I just need to know. Let me open this blind. I asked him, ooh, that's bright. No. Right there, that's perfect. I asked him, I need to know, were you seeing anyone while we were together? And his blatant answer, and I feel like he was kind of like, he got offended that I asked, but as a girl, you break up with someone and you wonder, as just a girl in general, and I mean I'm pretty sure all female feel this way, and I think it's true that we feel, if we've been hurt in our past, that we feel like if we break up with a guy, that it's all our fault. Like, as women, we're the one that have caused this problem to happen. Which, as women, we really, really shouldn't think that way. That we're the reason that, our relationships fizzle out. And I can't say that sometimes, okay, yes, sometimes we are the reason because we expect so much. But, that's how I am. I expect so much because I remember, I've seen how my mom was growing up, from my perspective, seeing her struggle. And my dad was there, but he wasn't there enough. And seeing how my mom struggled, to just raise me, I feel like I owe her. Not owe her, but I feel like it's, I feel like I need to find a guy. And I know I shouldn't say this, I shouldn't bring this up on YouTube, but I think I got to say this so you all, as my followers, know my past and what I've been through. And it kind of ties into my tattoo and how my mom was practically a single mom, not only from when I was growing up, but from my brother was growing up. Because I remember a time when I was supposed to go, because my parents were never together. They were never married. I can't say they were never together because, they had me. But they were never married. And I think that's what I always hated growing up, seeing, friends of mine, a lot of them had both parents living within their lives. But I didn't. And I think I yearned for that. Because when my mom met her ex-husband, I'm not going to say stepdad because he's not worth shit saying on that. But when she met her ex, I didn't really get really close to him. In the beginning, yeah, but kind of growing up and seeing things that would happen in the household. I mean, he never beat her or anything. But he never hit her or anything, and if he did, he better be glad I never knew about it, because I would have gone and beat his ass. But growing up and seeing her struggle, because even when she was married to her ex-husband, she was still single mom. I remember there were times when she would just ask him for stuff, and he'd get mad because he'd tell her, you have a job, you have money, you should be supporting yourself. And she would always get upset about that. And then just seeing her struggle growing up, I knew that's not what I wanted in my life. And I knew that in order to not have that, I needed to, I don't want to say have a different outlook in life, because I don't want to make her seem like, oh, she was a bad mom. No, she's like, and I think I'm going to start crying when I see this. She's the greatest mom in the world. Oh, I didn't cry. She's the greatest mom in the world. And she's like my best friend. I can confide in her in so many different things, even whether it comes to relationships or my personal life, very personal business that, I can ask her, I can confide in her with, and she's not the type of woman to judge. Believe me, she's not. And I'm so thankful to have a mother who doesn't judge on what I feel, what I think. So, going back on my father, I remember times when, and I specifically remember this one time that he's hurt me so bad that I don't really like going around him, and I'll tell you what, and it's very saddening, but I'm so glad that we still talk. So this started way before. This started when I was younger. So going back to the subject where, like I said, my parents were never married, and how I yearned for that. So I remember growing up, and my parents had a set schedule on when I would go with my dad, when I would be, which holidays I would be there. So it was a weekend where my dad was supposed to get me. And I go over because he was staying at my grandma's house at the time. And I go, and I walk in, I was excited. I don't even know how old I was. I was excited. I think I was about between 4 and 6, around that age group. And so I'm super excited to see my father. So I walk in, and I have my little backpack, everything. And I walk in, my dad's sitting on the couch in my grandma's house. And it's so vivid, so I walk in, and my dad kind of has this like shocked and angry look on his face, like, he goes, "What are you doing here?" And he's telling me this, he's telling my mom. My mom tells me, "Oh, it's your weekend with her. It's her weekend with you." He's like, "No, I'm going out. I don't want her. I'm going out." And I don't really remember if he told us to get out or he walked out and left to go out with like his buddies. And I started crying. I started crying because at that time I felt like my father wants nothing to do with me. I felt like, I wasn't good enough. So the next big event that happens that kind of destroyed my outlook on him was, I was in middle school. And let me tell you, my middle school years, I hated my middle school years. And that's a different story for another time. So there's still water there. This was middle school. Now granted, let me explain something about middle school. I failed 8th grade, so I had to repeat it. So, originally, originally, I was supposed to graduate in 2015, but because I failed 8th grade, I graduated in 2016, which I have no problem with because I got to enjoy high school longer. I got to enjoy a lot of things longer. And I don't remember what grade. I think it was either 6th or 7th grade. So this was in 2012. This was either in 2010 or 2009. One of those two. So it's Halloween. And I don't remember exactly because I don't have my calendar because I'm shooting on my phone. So it's Halloween. And Halloween is like this big thing. Granted. Now, before I explain to you this whole mess, let me explain to you. My dad, growing up, he was in the Navy. So he was a drinker. And I'm not talking about 1 or 2 drinks. Oh no. I'm talking about buying those big 36-pack. Hey, get away. I'm talking about him buying those big, like 36-pack beers, like the ones that come in the big box. And he literally, this was how bad his drinking was. It got to this point. I don't remember if it was like this before, but this was how it was like a while back. He would literally, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Oh, my nails. I have to do my nails tonight. Okay, so he would literally open one in the morning, straight when he gets up from the morning. So let me explain to you. This is about 8 in the morning. He gets up, he drinks one. After he's done with that, he drinks another. That's throughout the whole day. And that's how my childhood is, because I would always see him drinking like that. Though I never, going into high school, I was never like that. So, given that something that wasn't with their choice. So, giving you that scenario. It wasn't like that before. So he picks me up from school. Everything seemed fine in the beginning. And then we go, because it was the middle school, you drive out and then you turn left and there's this little convenience store right there. So we pulled in there and he was getting himself beer. I gave him this look because one, I already kind of knew he was drunk because I could see it. His face was really red. His eyes were bloodshot. So I said, no. The stupid cashier still let him buy beer. I kind of look at him like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be drinking. He looks at me because he notices, he feels me staring at him. And he tells me these words. Don't say anything. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. So we go to we went to like this petting zoo area. And we went to the corn maze. That's where we went. So we get there and he's sitting in the car. And he's like, okay, go have fun. Go do whatever you want. And I know what he was doing. I wasn't stupid at that time. I wasn't. So I was like, you know what? I just want to get home. I don't want to be here. So we left. And we're driving. I'm thinking, okay, we're going to go to my grandma's house. No, we did not go to my grandma's house. He pulls into like this little neighborhood area. And I don't recognize the neighborhood at all. If I would just see the neighborhood today, I probably wouldn't even recognize it today. So he pulls in, parks at this house, and he goes up to the front door, he knocks. He says, can I borrow your phone? And I have no idea what the hell's going on. I don't know. And I don't even know if I should be worried or anything like that. So he goes and he's calling. I don't know who he's calling, but he's talking to someone. He gives the phone to that person, I guess the man of the house, because it was a guy. And I'm standing there by the car, and I don't know what the hell is going on. So he kind of sits on the sidewalk. There's this little, like, cement wall, little short stoop. And he pulls me. And he tells me, I'm going to jail. But he tells me, baby, I need to tell you something. And I'm like, I'm freaking out because I don't know what's going on. I said, what? He goes, I'm going to jail. And I start crying because I'm like, no, I don't want you to go. I had heard such horror stories growing up about jails and everything. I start crying. And I'm like, no, Daddy, no. And I start bawling my eyes out. So he sits there. We're sitting in the car. Police get there. There's two people. There's a male officer and there's a female officer. Female officer freaks me out even more. She pulls him. I don't know if we were sitting in the car or we were sitting down somewhere. She pulls him. She gets him on the hood. They put me in the back seat of the cop car. And I'm going to start crying. And she kind of throws him onto the hood of the car. And she's yelling at him like, why do you have your daughter in the car while you're drinking and all this and that. And I'm sitting in the back seat. I'm crying my eyes out. I'm crying. I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. I don't have my mom's cell phone number so I can call her. They ended up calling my uncle, which was my aunt's boyfriend at the time. And what happened, oh my God. And I think he tells the cops that he just wants to see me one last time before he goes to jail. And they kind of, I don't remember if it was the male officer or the female officer who came to me telling me that he wants to see me. So they pull him out. He looks at me and I am crying. I'm so shocked. I don't know whether to run and hug him. I don't know whether to, just sit back into the car. I don't know what to do. My grandma ends up coming to get me. And, excuse me. So my grandma and my aunt's boyfriend ended up coming to get me. And I believe that night that we just had fun. They got my mind off of everything that happened. So I was really excited. I was really happy about that.